We're going to make this one a short one, Flames fans, Stars fans, because at the end of the day, wow, did the Calgary Flames handle the Dallas Stars. And when you take a look at the fact that it was only a 1-0 game, you might be thinking, Coach, what do you mean they handled them? I mean, they only allowed 16 shots, and 5 of those shots were from outside the blue line near the red line. So 11 shots in a 3-period game is all Dallas was able to muster against the Calgary Flames in their own zone. Don't forget that this channel is sponsored by BetUS. Head over there, Canadian or American residents over the age of majority. Use code HTS, link down below to get started with a 125% deposit bonus to bet on hockey with your favorite team. Now, Stars fans, I think you can look at this game and go, we're pretty happy with it. You're the visiting team. You're going into Calgary. You come out 1-0. It's not a complete beatdown, but then there's the other side of the coin, which is the way Flames fans are definitely going to look at it, which is they basically handled you for the entire point of the game. And trust me, as a Jets fan, you can see it back there. I understand the impact that Matthew Tkachuk can make on your playoff tenure. You'll never forget what happened between him and Scheifele. We won't get into it, but Tkachuk changes series. The scoring opens up early on the power play by the big line Lindholm, Gaudreau, and Tkachuk. Now, what an interesting call. A check to the head for Dallas. And I only say interesting not because the call is wrong. I say interesting because I can't remember the last time I've seen a check to the head actually called. The NHL is a really weird place, I find. Instead of calling a hit from behind like it's supposed to be, they call it a board. Instead of calling a cross check, most of the time they call it a board. Everything seems to be a boarding play. Or they use roughing, the default call. Very rarely do I see check to the head. So I would have expected a roughing call, but nope, 2 minutes, check to the head. So, okay. Cool. I mean, that's the call, right? Well, they make him pay for it on the power play. And then after that, the gong show ends up starting because Tkachuk changes the whole game and he'll change the whole series because this is what Tkachuk does. Beautiful giant hit, just a massive hit. He ends up in a fight with Raffl. Second fight breaks out between Andersson and John Klingberg. And I liked what Kevin Bieksa said. American fans, you don't get the Canadian broadcast. Kevin Bieksa basically came out and said, look, for Calgary, I don't like that trade. Andersson is more important to Calgary than Klingberg is to Dallas. So that's a trade you'll take all day if you're the Dallas Stars. Both are ejected because it's their second fight. And I mean, what else do you expect from a Daryl Sutter led team and a very tough and proud Dallas Stars team? We knew this was going to be just a Western beat 'em up matchup. Not a lot of, let's call it, pretty plays in this one. This was really a defensive slugfest. Jake Oettinger stands on his head. I mean, what an elite contest by Oettinger. Markstrom obviously gets the shutout, but like we said, he stopped 16 shots. 11 of them were in the zone, and I'm not knocking Markstrom. He's an elite goalie. He comes into here ranked number 6. He may be the best goalie in the Western Conference ahead of Kemper right now. Guy's an absolute all-star. So battle of the goalies, battle of defensive zone play, battle of physical play. And there was, hold on, let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 penalties called in the first period. There was 5, 10, 15, 20 in fighting, 20 in misconducts, booted out of the game, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minors. Like, whatever. This was awesome. But, Daryl Sutter said it. I said it in a bunch of my other videos here, Flames and Stars fans. I am mind blown with the amount of penalties that referees are calling night 1 and night 2 in the playoffs. They are calling this tight. They are not letting anything go. And some fans are absolutely going to love that. They're going to say it's about time. Other fans are going to say, put the whistles away, let the boys play. I don't want to get involved in that either way. It's just a mind-blowing amount of penalties for the playoffs. Definitely something different. So as long as they're consistent, the players always say they don't care. But let's be honest, the players care. Consistency is what they care about because they can't control a game. But, refereeing in every professional sport is a contested issue. But in hockey, I find it's something special. Dallas really only showed up for the second period. I mean, they ended up getting 10 shots in there, 3 shots in the first and 3 shots in the third. I don't know if that's more of a testament to how good the defensive zone is for the Calgary Flames, which we think is damn good, or just Dallas's slow start in general, or, coming off the Matthew Tkachuk hit. Maybe they're just, too engaged in the physicality with the Calgary Flames. It's really tough to say. You're going to have to draw your own opinions to that. But I mean, there really wasn't much to break down in terms of goals, so we're not going to go into each one of them. But I mean, this could be the shortest, closest series in the West. I mean, I know the Avs just walked all over the Predators. That's going to be done in 4. We called the Flames in 5 in this one. This could be the Flames in 4. It's only one game, not stepping on the Stars. But there's a lot of comments down there from Stars fans who are saying, how can you not say our team isn't deep? And when I look at it, look, you may still believe it, but the Stars to me are just an average depth playoff team. There's nothing wrong. It puts you in the top 50% of the league. But when you're playing against the Calgary Flames, the Flames are stacked top to bottom. Their fourth and third lines are gross. The guys that are in the stands not even being able to ice are better than some teams' third lines in the NHL. The Flames are just super, super deep. Look, I know there's a lot of notable names. There's a lot of favorites on Dallas. But objectively, when I look at the two rosters, you're looking at a Mariana's Trench of depth over in Calgary, and you're looking at a good team in Dallas. All teams in the NHL are good, especially playoff teams, but this Calgary team is going to be something else, and they really do lead from defense. So you can take away from this game that, hey, it's only one goal, we'll bounce back. We stayed, toe-to-toe with the Flames, or you can take from this game if you're a Flames fan and go, we kind of beat the crap out of them, and both sides would be right. So you let me know what you think down below in the comments. We'll catch you for game 2, Flames and Stars fans.